Good morning, everyone. My name is Milon Benjamin Anak Lelaki Ronald, and my matrix number is 01DPM 20F1019. We would like to thank our lecturer for giving us the opportunity to be here today. Before I begin, let me introduce you to my partner. She is Ooi Shi En. My dear friends, why reading is important in our daily lives, and what does reading does for students, and why students do not like to read. Well, today we are going to talk about students reading enough and how are we going to deal with it if they don't read enough. Allow me to define our roles for today. I will begin with my presentation with the reasons students dislike reading, while my partner will talk about the benefits, effects of lack of reading, and ways to encourage students to read. Dear friends, my first point, what are the reasons students dislike reading? Firstly, as you can see, the picture clearly shows that a student is fighting against time to complete the task given to him. And this clearly shows that students' work schedule does not allow enough time for an extensive reading. For instance, they might be tied up with homeworks, assignments, and projects which avoids extensive reading. Why should I enjoy a good book when there's a bunch of assignments to be done? Students will start questioning themselves. Secondly, the second picture shows that this student is having trouble in understanding what he's really doing. So this shows that students might have a limited sight of vocabulary. For instance, they might have a slow reading speed, which reduces comprehension and makes reading not fun. This will really discourage students from developing a reading habit. So dear friends, I've just discussed the reasons students dislike reading. My dear friends, I shall move on to my second point, and that is the ways to overcome problem faced by students towards reading. So, as you can see, the third picture symbolizes the benefits of reading. In this situation, teachers should play an important role in helping students to see the importance of reading. Sometimes just knowing the fact can encourage someone to see the world differently. Laying out the benefits of reading is the best way to enhance appreciation and encourage students to pick up their own book. Next, the fourth picture shows that a boy is reading through an electronic gadget. And this clearly shows that technology is one of the only way to get students to love reading. There is nothing greater than these tools these days to get students to love reading. So, as you can see, these are the ways to overcome the problem faced by students towards reading. Now, I would like to go on with my third point, that is, the roles of parents in improving their children's reading skills. So, as you can see, the fifth picture shows that parents are spending a quality time with their children. So, this shows that parents should play an important role in helping their children to become interested in reading and in encouraging their growth in reading skills. But in order to achieve that goal, parents should work together with the teachers in school. And the sixth picture clearly symbolizes that reading is a fun thing to do. And this clearly shows that parents should recognize the value and enjoyment of reading to their children. Reading should be an enjoyable experience. As research reveals, young children who experience a close and warm contact with their parents whenever they are being read to, they are capable of developing a more positive attitude towards reading. So, these are the roles parents should play in improving their children's reading skills. And now, I would like to call upon my fellow friend Ooi Shi En to continue with the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Milon. My name is Shi En. My metric number is 01 DPN20F1008. Now I will explain about the fourth main point, that is the benefits of reading. First, reading can improve our memorizing skills. This is because reading helps us to stretch our memory muscles. We will unconsciously memorize the plotline and the characters of the story while reading. As a result, our memories will be trained and it will increase our memorizing abilities. Besides that, we can get more knowledge through readings. Reading can improve our vocabularies and it will expand our horizon of information. It will also make us smarter and keep giving knowledge to us. I hope I have made it clear that reading is important to the students because it brings a lot of benefits to us. Dear friends, now I would like to go with the fifth main point, that is the effects of lack of reading. Lack of reading will cause poor vocabularies and weak grammar structures. The students' reading abilities are still weak since they are not reading much further. So they are not gaining academic vocabulary and not being able to recognize how to use grammar structures appropriately. Finally, they will confuse and do not understand the ideas represented in the text. In addition, lack of reading will also cause low level of academic listening and speaking. As a result of non-practicing vocabulary and unknowing the appropriate usage of grammar, students are not concentrated during listening and speaking. This may lead to a very bad writing style. To sum up, lack of reading is a definite problem among students, so the students should read more books because lack of reading will bring many effects to us. My dear friends, I shall now move on the last main point, that is the ways to encourage the students to read. The first way is to be a good reading role model for the students. You should let them see you reading and how much you enjoy reading books. Then share your reading experience with friends and students. Tell them what you have learned from this text and what you recommend. Besides, the second way is set up the reading groups. Nowadays, many students need to interact with each other around the text. It greatly enhances their comprehension and also makes literacy in the classroom so much more enjoyable. I have just discussed how to encourage the students to read. My dear friends, today my partner has talked about the reasons that students decide to read, ways to overcome these problems, and roles of parents in improving students' reading skills. And I have discussed about the benefits of reading, effect of lack of reading, and ways to encourage students to read. As a student, we should read more books because reading will strengthen our writing abilities. Besides that, we have to develop the good reading habits. Set a timetable to distribute our times for reading. We should make connection between reading and our real life because it can help us to increase our interest in reading. My dear friend, let me end our speech by quoting Garrison Keillor, who said, "A book is a gift you can open again and again." It means that book is full of knowledge and you can learn new things from it every day by turning the next page. With that, we end our presentation. Thank you very much.